Well, Hamilton has a long history of excellent nightclubs, and this was especially evident throughout the 90s. You had Hess Village hosting a bunch of DJ nights at places like the Gown and Gavel, Amigos Upstairs, and the Mermaid's Lounge. But it was places like Fever, with DJs like Nicholas Picholas, who made Hamilton the place to be for nightclubs in Southern Ontario. So I am super thrilled to have two awesome guys here in the studio with me. Nicholas and Brodie are here to talk about what's going to be happening, because the nightclub scene, you're going to be back in town, Nick. And before we start, I have to say, Nicholas and I know each other from a long time ago doing a show called Video and Arcade Top 10. And it is so, I mean, we have seen each other since, but it's still been a long time since we've been face to face like this. It's so great to have you.
It's great to see you and be on the screen with you again, just like VNA Top 10.
Isn't it so fun? like how it all comes back around. And Brodie, I mean, I know you
There's only 8 people in TV, you know that, right? We all just do the same stuff.
We all just keep, morphing. And you've been doing the same thing for a really long time. You've got all these other side gigs, but you've been doing a radio show for how long?
Since the late 1900s.
Yeah.
A long time. I've been in radio
for a long time.
For a long time, and always working nightclubs throughout and doing different things.
Yeah.
This place, like Fever, to me was a very special club in Hamilton. So Fever is no more, but there is a reunion coming together, and
which is really cool.
Yeah.
And Brodie, you also knew Nicholas way back.
Yeah, things have
from the Fever. So let's talk about that, because this is a crazy story.
Things have come full circle for me too, because when Fever opened in the mid-90s, I was one of those 19-year-old busboys that was clearing tables and expediting drinks to tables, and was too shy to approach the celebrity behind the turntables.
This guy.
So I never actually said hello to Nick, because he was untouchable back in those days.
I love it.
Not at all, but I appreciate that. The history of Fever and what it meant at a time when, I don't know, there was so much new music for a generation emerging, and we kind of captured that in the 4 walls in the basement of that facility. That place now is reopening under another name, a new name, and a new life.
Yeah, a resurrection, so to speak. It's a hybrid nightclub of live music and DJ events and some comedy events as well, and it's been branded the name Ridiculous going forward.
So is there a story behind Ridiculous?
There's a story. I mean, it makes a little bit more logical sense when you think about comedy, for sure, being named Ridiculous, but it was really ultimately the ownership with his wife, researching the space, checking it all out, seeing the endeavor that was ahead of them if they did this, and the wife in the moment said, "We can't do this. This is ridiculous."
I love it.
And there it is.
And so
and it's very classic looking. Like it's got a really good look to the logo and the rebranding. And I think it's really cool this is happening in Hamilton. And you've got a history in Hamilton with the Casbah. Like you've been doing this scene for a long time as well. So like really great people coming together to make this happen.
There is an all-star team for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, Casbah.
I mean, you wouldn't do it otherwise.
No, I have to have good people for sure. Definitely have to have good people. So yeah, we have a good team that are there to, make things run right and run professionally, but also have a little bit of buzz behind what's going on too, from the publicity side. Having people like Nick come in from the outside and fill the calendar with the events every once in a while is going to make it even more special, tying into the old times. So
yeah,
we're excited about
good stuff, people will come, right? And the word will spread. And I think so many of us are looking just for something fun to do. And you got to talk about the Fever Night because of what you're going to do, what you're going to bring to the table. And I think it's awesome you're coming back to DJ.
The Fever Night is really a night to kind of throw back to what was Fever Nightclub. So it's called Fever Dream. And so many people coming, I'll say, out of the woodwork, but just going, hey, I remember that place. Let's go party. Let's gather with those people. The building's the same. It looks a little different, but there are elements of this room which will make you flash back to, OMG, this is exactly how it was way back when. We're talking right around the millennium.
Yeah.
I remember we did the millennium party there when it became 2000. I was there that night.
And what did you do? Because I know you would have done something.
It's funny, actually, so right at midnight, I just hit all the breakers and shut everything off because there was a lot of panic.
Yeah.
And some people freaked out, like, oh my God, what's going on?
It's happening.
It's happening. It wasn't. We put everything back on. It was great.
I love it.
Some of those memories that are just like locked in here, hopefully we try and unlock those just for one little night, and that's happening on the 28th of February.
Yeah, that's awesome. We just showed talk about bringing back the old Fever
The flyer from way back
and then
when,
the
yeah.
new. Like, I thought it's so cool to see that, right? To see the changes and everything. It was just black and white. There it is again.
Yeah.
You know, like what was happening, and then now it's all fun. And so who do you encourage to come out? Like, so much is happening, but for your event, who should be coming out to this?
Anybody that went to Fever back in the day,
Awesome.
for sure. Anybody that was there for my nights, for Martin Streak, for Alan Cross, that was kind of the nucleus of what we did there with this. It's 90s, but it's alternative 90s. So it's not your Britney Spears 90s.
Yeah.
It's all the other stuff.
Terrific.
It's a lot of the UK, the Britpop, from industrial to goth to the Manchester sound, all that stuff that those songs that you sing along to.
I know you'll do a great job. Is it starting at 6 or 2 in the afternoon? Asking me
8 o'clock
that.
doors open.
I'm totally kidding, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
People want to be out of there earlier. So this is fun. You got this going on, and then so much more. You're mentioning a couple things like some comedy. I saw that there was some gin nights and things like that. So what else will be happening at the venue for us to know about here in Hamilton?
Well, in the early going, it's weekend heavy programming, but we are going to open up to other nights of the week as well. We've got a lot of live music booked going forward into the months ahead. More recently, on this very same night, actually, that the Fever Dream event is going on, in next door's Parlor, which was the room that was called Parlor back in the Fever days
awesome.
as well.
Yeah.
We have a concert with a band called Sons of Butcher, which is kind of a comedy rock and roll hybrid. They had a TV show on the Comedy Network for a while.
Terrific.
So it's a live action version of that comedy show. So
yeah. And what's really great is you're making this also affordable. Like, it's so expensive to get out for a night anymore, like to go to a concert or, you know, anything like that. So this gives people something else to do in the city who just want to get out and enjoy.
Right. Yeah. This is not hockey arena type prices. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh God, last time I was like,
I can't wait for this night. I can't wait to see the faces, the people, everybody that was, and yeah, please. And it's Kim's birthday too, so we're going to be celebrating my friend Kim's birthday.
Oh, nice.
All in the same night. It's the old crew coming back together, and maybe some people that want to discover something new.
Yeah, well, I hope you come back and do it again, because I will be on the West Coast during the time that you're here, and I definitely want to come out because it's been a long time since
I will
stepped
lean
into
on
that
him
building.
for a night number 2.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Brodie, Nicholas, so great to see both of you. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait to see what this venue is going to do and what's going to come.
Fun to see you
Oh
again.
my God, so great to see you. I wish I could remember some of the throws we did, or I'd do one right now, but I don't remember. It was too long.